Hi, my name is James, and I want to share a story about how Elliot Hulse has inspired me. I decided after the summer, when I looked in the mirror and saw how tiny I was, that I wanted to get bigger. I didn't want to be so small anymore. I was tired of being tiny. So once cross country was over, which cross country didn't help with getting bigger, I decided to go to the gym. That was about October. I didn't know what I was doing. I just got a membership and I started going. I went to the machine room, which probably wasn't the best idea. I started lifting, but still had no idea what I was doing. I was lifting light and lifting a lot, which wasn't going to help me. I wasn't really gaining anything for a really long time. I also didn't have a good diet. I wasn't getting enough carbs or protein. So I really stayed around the same weight for a few months, really. After a while, I started to actually research, figure out, I'm not doing anything right. I need to start doing things right. I got my diet together and I gained a few pounds, but I still wasn't doing good enough. I wasn't getting as strong as I wanted to be. So I started looking around YouTube, finding people who knew what they were doing. I found Elliot Hulse just somewhere in a suggested video. And I started watching his, and I couldn't stop. I was watching hundreds of videos. I sat there all night. I think I went on at about 10. I didn't get off until 4 o'clock in the morning. And I just watched tons and tons of videos, just listening to everything he said. And the next week, after I had watched all his videos, really paid attention to what he said, I stopped using the machines, because that was a bad idea. I started using the free weights. It did a lot better of a job to just break down the muscle and help me grow stronger. And I started to follow his programs a little bit, but I don't have any money to buy them, so it's just kind of portions of the things that he says. Once I started to use the free weights, which was really only a couple weeks ago, I started to see more results in the 2 weeks that I was going after listening to all the things that Elliot Hulse said, the way to lift, the way to think about it, just your mindset that you have to be in when you're lifting, and it helped me a lot. I saw much better results than I saw in months past. I started to get my diet together from his videos too. I've gained, 7 pounds in a really short period of time, and I've been seeing much better results. So I'm really, really glad that I found Elliot Hulse, because he has been the only person who's had a method and just a mindset that really works for me and helps me actually get gains, because I was so tired of being just so small. I'm still tiny. I mean, look at my arm, it's like an inch across. I'm not where I want to be. That's why I want to do this video. I want to inspire other people, especially other skinny guys, because they're afraid to go to the gym. I know I was. That's part of the reason I didn't go to the free weight room. It's filled with just huge guys with muscles the size of my torso. I was intimidated. I didn't want to go in there, so I stayed in the machine room with all the ladies and the little guys. It was a bad idea. You don't get anything there. You can't get as big as you want to using machines like that unless you really just go crazy for years or something. It just doesn't work. What was I even saying? I got lost in my train of thought. So all of his ideas are really helping me get to where I want to be. I don't want to be huge. I don't want to be a bodybuilder that's just gigantic, 300 pounds, tossing around 600 pounds kind of thing. That's not how big I want to get. I want to go somewhere maybe 160, something like that. I'm 137 right now, so it's going to take a while, but with his programs, his just mentality, everything, his ideas, the way he thinks about it, it can get me there. I know it will, and fast. He knows what he's doing. I want to inspire other skinny guys, because a lot of the guys on YouTube that have these channels that are talking about fitness and getting huge were already pretty big. Not muscular, like, they were just big. They could get big, and they were big before, and they just never had the feeling of being entirely bones and skin, just having nothing on them, just being floppy little bones. So I want to find all the other skinny guys that are they're intimidated by the big people in the gyms, and I want to inspire them. Do what I did and just go. No one's gonna pay attention to you. No one's gonna be lifting their weights, big as shit, just turn over and be like, look at this skinny guy trying to get big. Who does that? No one's gonna do that. You can go to the gym, you can go to the free weight room, you can lift any amount of weight. Doesn't matter if you're lifting tiny weights because that's all you can do. No one's gonna laugh at you. They're gonna be happy for you. You're there. You're putting in the effort. You're doing what you need to do to get big. I want to make another YouTube channel dedicated basically to skinny guys and getting big, and I want to document my progress almost as inspiration for the other really skinny people. I'm going to put a picture of me in the late summer just of this year and how much smaller I was even compared to now with the few pounds that I've gained in all of my time at the gym, and show skinny guys can get big if they're following the right things, if they're doing what they need to do, and they really dedicate themselves to their workouts. They can get big. You don't have to stay small. So yeah, I want to inspire skinny guys just to go out there, not be afraid of going to the gym, not be intimidated by these guys who already are big, because a lot of them probably did start where we are, where our skinny guys are. They just did it a long time ago, so you'd never saw them. They probably were little scrawny guys that couldn't do anything, and now they've been dedicated, they've followed programs, they've had good diet, and they've put in the work, and they've gotten big. So we don't need to be intimidated by them, because they're going to be happy for us. They're going to be happy that we're going to the gym and doing what we want to do to get big. Everyone should check out Elliot Hulse's channel, because the things he says are just amazing. They're just phenomenal, and I'm probably going to link to him a lot, or at least borrow his ideas. Still give him credit, because he's the one that gave me all these ideas. I'm not going to steal his ideas and pretend that I know all this stuff that I really don't know. So everyone should check out his channel. I'll link to it in the description box below. Everyone just click it, go subscribe to him, and be strong. So here, I'll put a picture of what I looked like in the late summer, and actually what I looked like all through the fall and up until the last month or so, when I actually really started to know what I was doing a bit better and actually really be dedicated to what I was trying to do and my goals and everything. So this is me, late summer, what I still looked like the whole time. Just really small. Looks like I haven't eaten in years or something. I was tiny, and then after a while I got tired of it. I couldn't take being that small anymore. I didn't like it. That's why I started going to the gym, and here's where I am at this point. I mean, still, I'm really small. I don't weigh much. I'm 137 now, but it's better. It's progress. It's steps towards where I want to be, what I want to be, how I want to live. So even though I am really small, I don't have much size to me, since I started off so tiny, I'm really proud of where I am now. Because I tried. I put in the effort, I worked my ass off to try to get to this point. This is what I have.